Could be not clear at all, which
If it is not clear, so admittedly, our reliance is on the sworn statement by the officer in the DIMS.
So let's look up, because it says here, by grabbing EMS responders' right arm, interrupt, disrupt, impede, and interfere with Sanders, a person employed to provide emergency medical services, including the transportation. I'm sorry, this is what I'm looking at. Defendant there unlawfully with criminal negligence. What does criminal negligence mean? Let's look it up.
Yes, Judge.
The defendant should have been aware of a substantial and unjustifiable risk of harm. Substantial and unjustifiable risk of harm in this case.
One moment, Your Honor.
The risk must be so significant that it's a gross deviation from what a reasonable person would do.
I'm going to argue that if he was briefly grabbing the responder's arm, it does not create substantial or unjustifiable risk of harm. Meaning the fact that,
And Your Honor, if we're going to go that, I'd respectfully ask for maybe 5 minutes to look in case law and see.
Take your time. There's no
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no rush here. I mean, we got,
Yes, Judge. I respect 5 to 10 minutes and just to look at.
absolutely.
Yes,
Take your
Judge.
time. Ready?
Hey, Judge. Yes, sir.
Will, you can take it quick. Sure.
How's it going, Judge?
Hey, how are you?
Good, good. We have Mr. Jashawn Harris on docket today.
Page 16.
Okay.
Judge, I believe all the discovery isn't on the case. The state has offered him PTI, but I've kind of went through the case and kind of gave the state all my timestamps on things that I think they need to look at. I don't believe they're going to be able to make this case, just based on the stop and things like that. I know the court has found PC, and it's kind of like the issue you were just more so a factual issue of where's his brake lights working, and can you have one defective brake light when your other ones work and still be okay? His tail lights worked fine. It was just they stopped him for a brake light, and he was also in the turning lane at a signal. They said he didn't signal to turn left, even though he was in the turning lane, and there's an arrow that directs you to turn. I provided them transportation code and everything for them to look at. Not sure if the court wants to set this one at this time.
No, I guess let's roll it to Monday. Take a look at what he has and see if it's something that you can make. If you still think it's good for trial, then on that day we set it. But so you're not interested in PTI then, right?
Don't believe so, Judge. I would
No, because if there's a possibility that you are, I want him working on the packet now because I don't want to get here sometime later.
Of course.
Well, now we want to do PTI and we're at 200.
Like I said, I spoke to my client about it. He has everything he needs. He didn't have to do a mitigation packet or anything. It's just an application, and I believe he was already approved for it.
Okay. So let's roll it to Monday.
Let me appreciate it. Judge, also, my client is present today. Can I have his appearance waived for Monday since he did show up today, and it's just more so an issue between us and the state to kind of help?
Sure.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thanks, Judge.
Of course.
Okay, let me approve, Judge.
Monday, all the safety of the look at everything like Friday, that I'm just judge how long the meeting.
But she just said I need to approve. But I just got a point, so I had it.
Sure.
She has to get it.
It is on the list.
Oh, okay.
And all the issues that we talked about.
Anna.
Yes, well, it's during COVID.
Oh, okay.
So the ball just got dropped. Can I approach, Judge?
I'm approaching on Laws is the last name.
Okay.
He's on bond.
Correct. So you just got it.
Yes, I just got it like 10 minutes ago.
So I'll give you some time to look into it.
Okay.
You know, it's 1,220 days old. So we'll give you a little bit of time. At the next setting, though, he's got to come back here and let us know whether he wants to accept the plea bargain or I guess we'll just set it.
Okay. And just for everyone's awareness, I know it's super old, but this happened during COVID and it kind of slipped through the cracks. It was just,
You can't, there's,
I know, Judge. It
right.
was a weird time.
There's still a criminal case. You can't just evade forever and just, you know.
Yes.
We gave him May of 22 to appear.
Okay.
Of 22. So
But I will get a reset to take a look at everything.
discovery complete. Do you have everything? What are you lacking?
Looks like we have everything.
Okay.
Wonderful. So
And I think it's a breath case, so I'll do the breath discovery order today and approach on it tomorrow. Just for all the DPS stuff. And then next time we'll,
there's a breath test in this case?
Who's a judge? Yes, there is.
What was it?
0.15?
Yeah, if you can file it tomorrow, that way you can get cracking.
I'll
on
file it today. My computer's
No problem.
tired, Wi-Fi's, I don't know. But thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Hey, Owen,
Good morning, Judge.
what's going on with you?
I've got a couple of cases on your docket this morning. We can talk about Rubio, Nicholas
Okay.
Rubio. This is an illegal dumping case being handled by Mr. Goldberg. Judge, I've dropped these cases in the grease. Mr. Goldberg has offered me a pretrial intervention on the cases. In fact, we were here last month. You gave me 30 days to get them into the cleaning green, and I just dropped the ball and didn't do it. Him and there's the other one is Arturo Rodriguez. The case is going to work out, Judge. If you want to set them for trial, I certainly understand.
No, but I don't want to keep just delaying the inevitable. I mean, if you guys are going to do the PTI, let's get on it, man.
We are, Judge. I promise you, I will get it done.
I'm not going to no more long resets. So,
Understood, Judge.
okay, are they both here?
Rubio's.
They should be, Judge. I told them both to show up.
Rodriguez on top of 30?
Off of 30, yes, he's here too, Judge.
Okay, both of them are here now, Owen. So what do we need to do? Do you need to get a contract signed for them to get?
They need to come to my office to sign the actual contract itself, and then I got to get them hooked into the cleaning green.
Oh my God, how long is Clean and Green? Is it like 3 months away or now?
The first reset was 90 days.
I know.
The second was 30 days.
No more long resets. We'll have to micro. So, Rodriguez, Rubio, come up.
He's a Spanish speaker, Judge.
I speak Spanish. I'll talk to him. And I'm only going to tell him to go to the office this week. We'll roll it to Monday to see where we get for the day.
Judge, I'm going to be out of the city Monday. I have to go to McAllen
You want to do Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Okay. Ustedes dos tienen que ir a la oficina de tu abogado para firmar contratos para entrar en este programa. Ustedes, los casos están ya viejos, so te voy a posponer hasta martes. Tiene que regresar martes para que sacamos una fecha para hacer clean and green. Tu abogado te va a explicar todo eso. ¿Entiendes? Ok, so quiero cuando tú te vas hoy, quiero que tú llamas a Owen para ver y ir a la oficina. Ok? Tiene que regresar martes. All right. Toma asiento, por favor. All right, so I told them that they're going to go to your office and they got to be back here Tuesday.
Understood, Judge.
Try to get the quickest clean and green date that you can.
Understood.
Okay, thanks.
Judge.
Both of them Tuesday?
Tuesday. Yeah. Okay, Owen, you're good.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
March 18th.
John D.
Hi, Judge. I'm just approaching administratively. We have a Spanish speaker who we would like to do a waiver on. This is Abel's case. Antonio has been kind enough to step in per Abel's request to have a manager. So do you want him brought out for admonishments, which we'll need a translator for? Or do you just want him to sign today?
Yeah, I guess you can just have him sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Judge.
Hi, John D.
Judge, I need to approach on Mr. Celestino.
Okay.
The last piece of the puzzle got done this morning, which is he went to go pay to Brenda Gamaz. They just need to actually just do the contract, signing, because he already turned in the contract.
Do you want to set it like a week to get that
Yeah,
done?
but also, Judge, I wanted to ask him, his mother is here. So basically, he's enrolled in school. He sent me information in school. You have him on a really tight curfew for the last month and a half. And he changed his work schedule. So he's going to be going to school during the day and then going to work afterwards. Since he's technically in the program and they're supervising him with that, can you maybe waive the curfew and all of that stuff?
Program. I'm not, I don't want
So
to.
you can't do, I mean, he has it, he has the school.
Every time we give a little bit of leeway, something happens. And
But so as soon as they technically sign up?
program, he's off my hands.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Until that point.
I can make that happen ASAP.
Yeah, it's up to you guys, but
You got it?
is it, this a first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he any prior DWIs or?
No, he's going to ice. I think
Yeah.
whoever did it just calculated how many, I mean, I can find it, taking it down. It just.
No, it is what it is. It's really, it's not a. Mr. Vasquez, good morning.
Señor Vázquez, buenos días.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 60 days in jail with credit for the 20 days that you've done.
¿Qué ha servido?
You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You ever get pulled over again, an officer's going to see this. If they roll up to your car and they smell alcohol on you, it's probably not going to go very well for 30 days in jail.
30 días de cárcel.
You understand?
¿Usted lo entiende? Yes.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. Is this what you want to do?
¿Usted desea hacer? Yes.
Before you finish,
¿Desea que
without opposition to state,
Sí, que
you
supongo
raise
que
a good point. I don't know what's going to happen. in
yo no sé lo que va a pasar con la inmigración. Podemos reducirle de 60 a 30 días.
You have to discuss that with
Y se tiene
chief.
que hablar con...
And we'd have to refile all the documents.
That's why I
Porque si no pueden marcarlo y poner un inicial. Dice, él está, le dieron 20. No sabemos lo que va a pasar en la inmigración. Quiero que indique 30. Y una posibilidad sobre medio. Y sobre punto 5, el apellido es de Vázquez.
How do you plead to the office?
¿Cómo se declara la ofensa de
Intoxicated,
Cristina
guilty.
Barba? ¿Culpable o no culpable? Guilty.
I'm going to find
Voy a
you.
ir a lo culpable.
I'm going to suspend your ability to drive for 90 days.
De conducir.
Do not drive until you get a license.
Tengo una licencia de conducir. Okay, sir.
You're running like that because he's got 20 days credit.
It's up to you guys. It doesn't matter. We're, okay. All right. Best of luck to you, sir. Thanks.
Señor.
Okay, thanks.
I think it's policy.
We will meet the 30 points instead.
No, I mean, we gotta do what the paperwork says. I can't just deviate, you know? I don't know, but I'm gonna have two different, you know,
I hear you.
yeah.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, not him, like a child. It's okay, I'm sorry.
So Timberly, where are we going with your case? Cause it's old. What's your guy's name again?
I have two, Your Honor. I have Kendrick Daly, and I was it the parents' wages for now?
It's not my job.
19.
So Daly is number one? So it doesn't matter, that's not an old case?
Okay, yes, sir, but she just offered a PTI on it anyway.
Okay, so.
So I'm gonna,
Setting.
yes, sir. And then on Mr. Johnson, there's a new policy. We were supposed to do a PTI packet, which we did. And there's a new policy that the chief nor I knew about that they just emailed yesterday and said, we have to do an application now. So they just looked it up in the
It's always been an
notes, new policy, and then they have to get this application notarized. I don't know.
So you haven't done that yet?
Well, no, well, we sent it to him last night.
Yeah, but-
So, did you bring the application we sent you?
Yes.
Okay, so he has it today.
So what we'll do is we'll set you off a week
Yes, sir.
to see about the approval or denial.
Yes,
And we'll
sir.
go from there. If it's denied,
Someone just come back and handle it. That's no big.
Okay.
I got it, Judge. I promise.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
hey, a week on that case, Vic.
I heard him say one.
A week on Johnson. Where's that?
All right. Monday.
What, are you talking to me?
13th is my birthday, and that's gonna be the only case I'm coming down here for, but I wanna
Well,
handle.
I mean, a couple days before, I don't care.
Okay,
A
thank you.
week-ish.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
The 17th?
Come on, yeah, let's do it. Hey, good morning, Ms. Ortega. Ma'am, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 1 year in jail.
It's a
This is so weird. It doesn't say that.
Doing a.
What the heck is this? Alex, how's this, who filed this?
I do not know. Who is the cause?
Is it just says 1 year death.
Ron, if I have the cause of record, look.
Oh, that's not bad.
We really don't know. Is this a deferred?
Yeah, Judge, I'll do it really quickly. It should be done in the next.
We'll still do it and then can file everything later. So we're doing a 1 year deferred though?
Yes.
Okay, so Ms. Ortega, you need to understand that you're entering into a deferred adjudication. This is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record, but you can't tell people it was dismissed. You get into a deferred, if you complete it successfully, there's no conviction on your record. Do you understand the difference? You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you are entering into a contract vote. If you do something to violate this agreement, I'm going to arrest you, put you in jail. I'm going to bring you back out in orange. And the only thing we're going to talk about is if you violated the probation. None of that, whether you're guilty or not guilty, none of that matters. The only thing that matters is if you violated this agreement. For you to complete it successfully, you must complete a Thinking for a Change class. Guys, which Thinking for a Change do you want on Ortega?
We're free to go.
It's 4, right? It's 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's a 4-hour Thinking for a Change class. You must do a 2-hour anger management class. No drugs, no alcohol. You must also do a TRAS. This is an evaluation conditions. You must fulfill them. No threatening, harassing, or abusive contact with a Derek Michael Waters, Alondra Georgina Mendoza. Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes.
I will make you a deal. If you do well, if you're nice to everybody, and you do your classes quick, I'll take you off in half the time. You can be done in alcohol, I'm not asking for much. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I'll withhold that for a year. But like I said, get everything done quick. We'll take you off quick. What do you do for a living?
Oncology and radiology doctor.
Okay. Do you have any children? Okay, you can reduce it. All right, ma'am. Best of luck to you. Thank you, Katina.
And Judge, I also have, Ms. Uceda on the docket.
You say that. Okay.
We're waiting on a competency evaluation on that.
How long have we been waiting?
I think December 9th.
We still don't have it. That's really long. So, is she here?
He's here, Judge.
Do you know?
We're trying to do some sort of informal PTI because of the mental health. There's
Have
an
you spoken to
offer.
Brad about this yet?
Say
Have
it.
you spoken to Brad Morris about this yet?
I haven't, but I can.
Reach out to him
Okay.
and see if they're even amenable to it.
Mostly like felonies, but he's talked to me about misdemeanors before, so I can reach out to him.
Well, we see who if it's not him, who's the point of contact that we can actually get through. So for mental health purposes.
I don't think there's one that for misdemeanors, my last conversation with Brad, but he said he's happy to help me if I ever have a misdemeanor
Okay.
case that he can take a look at. So I'll definitely do that.
And let's set it off a week. I don't want to wait long anymore. You know, we should have gotten it by now. I don't understand why it's taking so long. And then if it's not here, all right? Okay.
Last one I needed to approach for you was Jada Davis. We have submitted an application for consideration of pretrial intervention. She's going to pay to do her TRAS.
Well, wait a second. Do you want to wait first?
Davis,
You think that she's going to 100% get entry?
she will get it. She has
Is there a blood test or breath test?
it's blood point. Ooh, let me look. She's eligible for
I see
sure.
more denials now. That's why I'm saying I would hate for her to have to pay for it and then get denied.
Makes sense. I'm pretty sure she flies under the radar as far as getting approved. Let me look and see.
Felicia, he still has a curfew. I did not take the curfew off.
Signing the contract. I've already signed it. I'm already going through.
They were found in the supervision order today?
Kelsey just signed it. It shall be coming.
Okay.
No, I got the email. It's happening. I wouldn't let that happen.
I'll talk to the DAs and see where they are with the application, because I sent it to them end of January 27th, so they should, I'll reach out to them and see what they say.
A couple weeks?
That's fine, Judge. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Kajit. John, you want to know that? Odds on live stream. Live stream. I see. Okay. Ready?
Okay. After reviewing the video and reading case law where there's a case Duncan Telvey State where they describe it as essentially shutting down, even we looked at it, we don't see that here.
Okay, I'm gonna find no problem with this. All right.
Yes, Judge.
All right,
Your Honor.
good job.
Thank you, thank you.
And I'm gonna tell you, look, from what I read, I was looking at that case law as well too, and it said the gross deviation is such that like, there was a guy who had a trailer, right? Who didn't put chains on the trailer detached, it was a homemade trailer, it detached and it killed someone. That's a gross
That's why I
deviation, you know what I
posted the
mean?
video and it was just very brief. Yes, Judge.
You have enough cases.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Good job.
Thank you.
Is Mr. Kemp here?
No,
He's waived?
yes.
Okay.
Wow, I told her.
Done?
Almost, Judge.
Wrong answer.
I know. So Kavita has two cases.
We've already spoken about
We'll talk to you.
We've already I've spoken to Kavita
Yeah,
already.
she had like four altogether.
One pled on Davis.
The bottom of page 9.
Yes.
Okay.
So a couple weeks, she's going to do the TRAS today.
Okay.
They already submitted the application. They're waiting on their approval.
They just got that this morning.
Correct, right.
The next one, bottom of page 11. You haven't gotten.
I know. I set it off a week. She's going to reach out to Brad Morse. If in a week we don't have the evaluation, I'm going to start.
I mean, read.
Bottom of page 23.
Yes.
That's their case and it's young. I don't need to get involved.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need to get involved. It's.
You can dismiss it. You can like where we're at, basically.
Look, your case is super young. You guys got time. Whatever you want.
It's always the other way around. Now the one time I need you.
I ain't in it.
Push.
Well, you took the first side, just how about, top of page 26? Is that the one that you read?
Yes.
Bottom of page 30. They strike at Paul's counsel and multiple times, no rest we want to do.
I guess just hold it for maybe, 45 minutes, right?
Okay.
They're really busy. They're really good,
30 days.
Yeah.
So do it weekly?
Are you guys on the bottom of page, I'm sorry, not page. Let me see.